Hi guys, welcome to Operation Crypto and this price analysis update on Verasity, which is ticker VRA. We'll take a look at it in both the USDT and the BTC pairings and identify a few key levels, some below where we could potentially invest, and then some levels above where we can either use as a price prediction or a price target if we're looking to accumulate more. If you're new to this channel, please make sure that you are subscribed. Hit that like button. Let's crack on. So welcome. This video, as ever, is in partnership with Cointelegraph Markets Pro. There's a full platform review on the front page of my YouTube channel, so go ahead and check that out. Right, this is the Verasity price analysis video I did on the 11th of October, so you're just under a week ago now, and we were trading up at 6 cents. Let's just have a look what it's said in the areas where we could potentially buy. So that's at 6.7 cents, which we've rejected off so far. If you're looking for investments, I would look to target this region here at 5.5 cents, and I'd ladder them all the way down to this area 5 cents. I mean, you might think it doesn't look possible because the markets are pushing up now. Remember, things move in waves, and this had a wave here, a wave there, a wave there. Remember, sometimes you always get a full retest of that wave, so there's a good chance you could always come back down and test this region. So what I would do, so that's the areas I did mention on my previous video of looking into, and if you're looking at a chart today, all those levels would have been hit. If we just look on the 4-hour time frame, it gives you a better idea. We was trading up around here, and I did say 5.5 cents all the way down to this wick here. That was at 5.1 cents, and look at that. I mean, pretty much there or thereabouts, 5.15. So if you watched last video, we was banging my money on this channel, and you would have got some orders filled. And for me, I think it's time to spin around and start pushing on now. We have done that major, well, it's 50% retracement there or thereabouts of that entire move. So for me, onwards and upwards, and it is looking like now we are just in a period of consolidation. If you just look at this entire period here, I mean, we've had broke out and we hit all-time highs, but we just come back into this range, and I think people are now suppressing the price under 6 cents. It's getting suppressed, and anything at around 5 cents is getting bought up. So that is the area you should be looking to load up on. Just be aware of it. There's always that possibility we could come back down and test lower levels of support at 3.9 cents. I would only think that would happen if we got a major market shakeout from Bitcoin and that dropped 10-15k. But so far we've got no sign of that, and things are looking good. So if you're looking for buys, I would still consider buys at around 5.1 cents. Bang on the bottom of this move here. We're getting no closure below it, and it does show that there is demand. When it's wicks down and we're shooting back up, it shows that there's demand there and people are buying it up. Just one word of caution on the 4-hour time frame here. The money flow indicator is in negative territory, and just show that is currently more sells and buys coming through, but that is suppression. That's what's going on there completely. So looking at a daily, see the daily is in a bullish manner, and things are looking good there. So just zooming out and have a look at the overall picture. We did have that falling wedge, a massive breakout, and we did create new all-time highs, but that's the areas I mentioned to buy. I don't want to sound too bearish at 3.9 cents, but I'm just saying that is an area that could potentially happen. Just on this time frame, it does look like we are forming a bull flag here as well, in that consolidation period here. If you just look at this as the flagpole, and then we have the pretty much a fall in price action here, which could indicate that is a potential a bull flag, and we may be looking on a breakout to upside to then go and target those all-time highs and then push on to this next Fibonacci level here. So if you look at his fib, this is a fib from the previous all-time high to the lows, and then it gives you extensions on the way up. So the first area we should be targeting once you do break all-time highs is 0.0857, and that is the first area I would consider a place to start, just skimming a little bit of profit off. Long term, do not sell all your bags. It is a solid asset, but I mean short term, 5, maybe even 2% of your bag, just skim it off at that level there, take a little bit of profit, go and spend it on something nice, or look to reinvest once the price does drop, because every time we hit these extensions or levels of psychological resistance or even actual resistance, you always get an initial sell-off. So it's a good time that you could use as an accumulation period. So all in all, I'm bullish on this. It's looking great. Long term, it's fundamentally a sound asset. We're coming into now a bullish period of the year for cryptocurrency, and part of a cycle. If you look back into 2013, 2017, very, very similar scenario what's happened, and I'm expecting the same scenario to play out over this next 3 months. So first target there, 8.5 cent. If you're looking for some price predictions, I mean, we can look at the top levels up at 32 cent. We've got 23 cent, 17 cent. I think at some stage in the future, whether that be this cycle or next cycle, we will be looking back at these prices and thinking, wow, why did I not invest at them prices? But like I say, it's. I mean, would you consider it a low cap still? It's what's a market cap we got today? Let's have a quick goosey gander at that. Yeah, the market cap is $356 million, so you'd still estimate that as a low cap. I mean, debatable what it is, but anything under $1 billion for me is a low cap asset. So that's still valued low. Long way to go yet. Fundamentally sound. Price action sound because it's down at a decent price. Massive cup and handle there, wasn't it? But yeah, things are looking good now. So that's that pair covered. Areas to buy and first area to sell, and then obviously got a few price predictions there, all the way up to 32 cent. That's that price analysis covered. What I want to do is just take a look at this first, which is my my Patreon. If you're new to this channel or you've been here for a while, this is something extra on the channel. So I do push out daily content over on this Patreon, do video updates on projects that you want me to cover. We also have technical analysis for Patreons, education, news, private Discord server, and just direct contact with me, really. Gives you that hands-on help. If you're ever stuck with anything, I'm there to help you with it, because cryptocurrencies, it's an absolute minefield, and I've got probably 5 years of experience in it now, so I am there to help. So that's that covered. We'll just finish off by taking a look at VRA BTC pairing. You will find a link for that Patreon in the description of this video, by the way. There we go, VRA BTC. I'm still a little bit indecisive about the BTC pair. Last time I did a video, I did say buy at this region, which has hit again, 8,900 sats. And I think that's a bottom, to be honest. I mean, depends how Bitcoin does, but at some stage over the next few weeks, also going to start to rally. Usually the BTC pairs start to dwindle down a bit if BTC is pushing up at the same time, but I mean, you could potentially place some orders here at 7,000 sats, but I think it's looking okay, and it's looking like it's ready for the next leg up, in my opinion. And the next leg we need to pretty much break through is that 11,000 Satoshi area. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a video update on Verasity every 5 to 6 days now. So if I seem to have missed out or completely forgot, give me a nudge and I will jump onto it. In terms of the BTC pair, there's not much to talk about. It is pretty much now back on an uptrend here. If you look at that, we've come down, retested that trend and pushing on. Just beware, we could come down and retest that trend again at some stage. So that's going to do it for today's update. Just some buy zones and sell zones on mainland USDT pair. Like I say, my Patreon is there now and active, so if you want some more hands-on help, jump into that. So that's going to do it. If you're new to this channel, please make sure that you are subscribed, hit that like button, and I'll catch you next time.